We're back for our second league. The wheel has spun us into what is usually called Mystic Forge combo. Sometimes it's called Karn Echoes. There are multiple ways to build the deck, but it's usually a mono brown deck that is using Mystic Forge among other cards to combo off, and basically always has Karn the Great Creator in it too. Some versions have Echo of Eons, some versions have Paradox Engine. I am running the Paradox Engine version today. So the basic idea is you have your monoliths, so your Grim monoliths and your Basalt monoliths that make a bunch of mana, and you can untap them with your keys, so Voltaic Key and Manifold Key. You also have a bunch of other mana via Mox Opal, Lotus Petal, and you use that to turbo your way into either Mystic Forge, Ring, or Karn. And you use that to blitz through your deck. Your keys can also untap the Ring to draw tons of more cards. You can cast colorless spells, artifacts and colorless spells off the top of your deck with Mystic Forge, which includes basically every non-land spell in your entire deck, including a bunch of 0 mana cards that you can cast for free. The Mystic Forge itself can exile a card off the top, and you can use keys to untap the Mystic Forge to exile more cards off the top if you need to. And eventually the plan is to either win the game with some kind of main deck card, so you can, for example, Karn, and you don't necessarily have infinite mana, but you can make a ton of mana and then just ballista people out. You can also just grab Mycosynth Lattice and lock them with Karn that way. This version is running an Emrakul in the main as a kill condition, although they don't always run Emrakul. They might just run like a main deck ballista or something else. And then it's either, so Echo of Eons has the benefit of you can pitch it to LED and then activate it with LED. So a lot of times you can like dump your hand really fast, then LED bin the Echo and activate it, and cast it to redraw a new hand. Paradox Engine untaps your stuff when you cast more stuff, so it can go absolutely nuts with Mystic Forge, Ring, Monoliths, etc. So the benefit of Paradox Engine is you are just gonna, once you have spells and like something else here going, you're liable to generate a ton. Like if you have Paradox Engine plus Ring, you're gonna pretty much just draw your whole deck. If you have Paradox Engine plus Mystic Forge, you're pretty liable to also churn through tons and tons of cards that way as well. The downside to the Paradox Engine is that if you don't already have multiple things in play, it doesn't really do anything, and it can brick. The downside to Echo of Eons is that you're redrawing your opponent a hand for them as well, which potentially gives them interaction. So then finally, the last thing to discuss in the main deck is Defense Grid. This is here, again, just basically to prevent your opponent from interacting with you via, usually it'll be like Force of Will and Days in Legacy, but it also makes a free Force of Vigor cost 3 mana at least, and other various spells. And then in your land base, you've got all these soul lands, Ancient Tomb, City of Traders, Crystal Vein, which can be a soul land if you're willing to sack it, and Urza Saga, of course. Then in the sideboard, we've got quadruple Leyline of the Void for the graveyard decks, Spatial Contortion to interact with creatures, since this is basically the only thing we can reasonably cast since we're mono brown. And then we've got all of these artifacts for the Karn package, so Ballista, Lattice, Ensnaring Bridge, Liquimetal Coating, Needle, Tormod's Crypt. But we also have 3 copies of Argentum Masticore. This is a 5 mana 5/5, first strike pro multicolor. That's not the important part. The important part is upkeep, sack it unless you discard a card. When you discard a card this way, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the mana value of the discarded card. So you can, for example, if you know your opponent is going to be playing Null Rod or Collector Oof, something that's going to shut down all of your artifacts to a huge degree, you can like board into Masticores and or all 3 Masticores, or leave one on the side for Karn, and you can use these to blow up things on your opponent's side of the board that might be an issue in a way that you normally wouldn't be able to in the deck. Like normally this deck, if your opponent Null Rodded you, what could you do? You can't activate any of your artifacts. Argentum Masticore at least allows you to get rid of it. So that is the main deal with this deck. Let's jump into our second league of the day. And I am looking forward to this one because I love dumb colorless rampy stuff. And I am fond of Mystic Forge as well. I'm excited to see Nick Fit and the VOD for D&T in Legacy and Modern. Used to play D&T in Modern, stopped as soon as Oko was legal. When I saw Oko get spoiled, I literally thought to myself, I don't want to play Modern if that's legal. Oh, if you thought Oko was bad in the older formats, do you know how bad Oko was in Standard when it was a Legacy power level card in a format with standard power level cards? I mean, obviously, aside from basically everything in Eldraine. All right, we're on the play for round 1. We've got turn 1 Opal, Petal, Petal, and then I can technically cast Basalt Monolith, so I can go Opal, Petal, Petal, activate Opal, activate the 2 petals, cast Basalt Monolith, play LED, and then next turn have 3 mana plus Opal plus Voltaic Key plus the ring. And obviously, if we get Force of Will checked, this hand's terrible. But I'm gonna keep. All right, if our opponent Force of Will checks us, they Force of Will check us. Actually, I just have a turn 1 ring, right? Yeah, I have turn 1 ring. All right, Petal, Petal, Opal. So tap for mana, cast Basalt Monolith, this, sack, tap this for 3, cast Voltaic Key, untap this, cast the ring, trigger the ring, draw, play LED, and I don't really want to run out City of Traders, although I guess it's maybe fine, question mark? All right, it's probably fine. Over to the opponent. Seems legit, yep. This is Legacy now. Seed of the Synod, okay, so almost certainly 8 cast. Lotus Petal. Haywire Might. Haywire Might. Yeah, okay. Mishra's Bauble. Yep. Am I supposed to pop LED here to untap Basalt Monolith? Possibly. I untap and I have 3 mana to untap Basalt Monolith, 5 mana. So I'd have 7 otherwise. I think I am supposed to untap it because if I draw like Karn, it's so much better. Well, I guess if I draw Karn, they just lose on the spot, right? If I draw Mystic Forge, then I can still just pop LED. What's the benefit of leaving it? I guess the benefit... Yeah, okay, there's a benefit to leaving it. Drawing. Petal. All right. Cast Petal. Over to the opponent. It's a shame there isn't a companion for colorless stuff. In parentheses, not really. Yeah. Well, we have 4 Karns, 3 more rings, and 4 Mystic Forges. So if we draw any of... What? Second Haywire Might. What is this? 2 main deck Haywire Mights in 8 cast. Okay. And Emery. So now they can start picking our artifacts off, albeit very, very slowly. This person hates the ring. Hates it. Does this deck have Grim Monolith? Yeah. Crack the Bauble. Targeting us. All right, end of turn. Untap this. And let's draw. Bauble trigger. We are drawing Opal. All right, over to them. So every 2 turns, they can Haywire Might one of our cards because they can use Emery to get back Petal and then Emery to get back Haywire Might. Plays their own Opal. Yeah, Lotus Petal comes back. Thought Monitor. I mean, I can't really be mad. This whole deck is just built around abusing the ring. Well, there's Urza Saga. Another Thought Monitor. Their draw is insanely good as well. The fact that they had main deck turn 1 Haywire Might off the Petal to get rid of it is also crazy. Oh, so now they have Opal, so they don't even have to bring the Petal back anymore, right? They can just keep bringing Haywire Might back every single turn to kill our stuff. So I have to draw, what? Probably Karn, like, right now. And Karn for Ensnaring Bridge is probably the only way out. Drawing another Opal. Well, we're probably dead now. Back over to them. They didn't even use their Haywire Might. How big is this Urza Saga token going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 if they get something back with Emery. 11 the next turn. Plus I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, going to 14. So I'm actually dead next turn. Straight up just dead next turn. Drawing Ancient Tomb. All right, we're dead. Okay, Spatial Contortion, no. Not bringing in Leyline just for Emery. I could main deck a Needle so that I can Needle Haywire. Defense Grid is also somewhat relevant in this matchup, although not to a huge degree. Let's cut 2 Defense Grids and bring in Needle Masticore. All right, submit. Okay, 3 rings. Okay. I also just have Urza Saga. I can go Saga, City of Traders, start making tokens. All right, I'll keep. All right, so is it better to try to go for the ring or for Urza Saga? So Crystal Vein first represents a turn 2 ring. Let's go for Urza Saga. Saga, trigger, play Opal. Over to them. Island. Their own Opal. LED. Wait, what? LED and 8 cast, eh? So Saga goes to 2. City of Traders, go. Over to them. They are not playing anything? Huh. Did they just have like turn 1 Metallic Rebuke? Is that they're just holding up Metallic Rebuke? All right. Make a Construct. Drew another City of Traders. All right. So make a Construct. And then what am I tutoring for? Petal? No. Probably just Manifold Key. I guess I could name Haywire. I guess I could Needle Haywire Might in case they draw it. Although we're just winning on the board with these Constructs. I already have a key as well. All right, let's just Needle Haywire Might. Haywire Might. And then I can't pay for Metallic Rebuke if they have it, so let's just cast Manifold Key. Go to combat. Swing with the Saga token. It's them for 5. Do I play a land right now? I guess so. Nah, I'm not going to. Let's just pass. Looks like they're not doing anything. All right, float, play Crystal Vein, trigger, cast the ring. This almost certainly is getting countered, right? They have to. All right, there's Metallic Rebuke, sure. And then we just hit them for 10. Swing. And we got 2 more rings where that came from. Oh man, Urza Saga's so stupid. All right, run the exact same thing back. Maybe Defense Grid is useful. Yeah, Argenum out. What was the other thing I boarded in? Oh, I boarded a Needle Main. I do need Needle Main. All right, so one of the defense grids can stay out. Run it back. I think Sir Urza Saga is actually the card I hate the most in the entire game, other than Blood Moon, obviously. But in terms of like the supplemental set BS, not keepable. Mull this. Alrighty then. Well, turn 2 Mystic Forge. Keep, put back City of Traders. Bobble. Island. And then just pass to us. Alright, so we're gonna go Basalt Monolith into Mystic Forge. I can't do that yet. So Bobble on our upkeep. Ooh, Voltaic Key. Alright, Ancient Tomb, Voltaic Key. But Blood Moon stops Urza Saga. The two are not mutually... I mean, they're both horrible. Funny story, I thought Urza Saga was legendary for the longest time. I feel like it should have been for balance. It would barely make a difference, even if it was legendary. You usually don't play 2 at a time. Ancient Tomb, Haywire Might. Alright, but they don't have a green source. And they don't have the mana open for Metallic Rebuke. Okay, cool. Karn? Whoo! Whoo! What's the best move here? Karn just annihilates their ability to do anything. Alright, let's go Ancient Tomb, Basalt Monolith. Then we tap this, then untap this. Let's just play Karn. Tap, Karn. Force of Negation. Exiling Thought Monitor. Sure. Alright, that fizzles out. These Ancient Tombs are dealing a lot of damage to us. So I got Mystic Forge to follow that up. Spire of Industry. So now they do have green. Or, yeah, they do have green now. Take 1 from Haywire Might. Then they're playing Emery and holding up Haywire Might activation. They have Kappa Cannoneer and Bobble in the graveyard. Well, I can't do nothing, so let's play... Taking a lot of damage off Ancient Tomb. A lot of damage. Alright, City of Traders. Play Mystic Forge. Defense Grid on top. I guess that's relevant. Cast Defense Grid. And then they're going to pop Mystic Forge. So I got to exile Voltaic Key because I don't want to draw that. I should have used Voltaic Key first to untap Basalt Monolith. Alright, whatever. Activate Mystic Forge. Go down to 8. Get rid of Voltaic Key. We're drawing Lotus Petal. Ugh, we're going to die. And now they can just get Haywire Might back every turn. Yeah, we're dead. Spells only, right? Doesn't even count. Doesn't care about abilities. How would you have balanced Urza Saga without just not making it? How much am I allowed to change it? We're going to lose here. They can bring Haywire Might back every single turn. We're dead. And we know we're drawing Lotus Petal. All right, on to round 2. So one big improvement right off the bat would be, how about you can only make 1 token with it? Another balance could have been the tokens are just 2/2s. They're not the size of your artifacts. It has to have 3 abilities and be able to make creatures and tap for mana. Chapter 1's the same. Chapter 2... Yeah, Chapter 2 is either the token is just a 2/2, or you can only make 1 token, and that token is maximum 4/4. Right, we're on the play. We've got Urza Saga Ancient Tomb's good, so we'll keep Urza Saga and Ancient Tomb. So freaking stupid. All right, Urza Saga, Lotus Petal. I think I'm actually just going to cast Defense Grid right now. Over to them. Because the next 2 turns, I'm just going to be activating Urza Saga, so I'm not going to have an opportunity to cast that Defense Grid after that. Wasteland. Okay. Mox Diamond. Okay, so this is lands or depths. Discard Wooded Foothills. Sphere of Resistance. Well, that sucks. I can't believe they didn't just Wasteland this instantly. All right, we'll make a token. All right, so it's lands. Wasteland our thing. Make a Construct. Construct appears. Then the Saga dies. They play their own Saga. Elvish Reclaimer. Think I just play Urza Saga and Manifold Key. Urza Saga, trigger. Manifold Key, I have to tap the tomb to do it. Combat, swing with the token. Urza Saga triggers, goes up to 2. They're undoubtedly going to have another land. So their artifacts are 3/3s. I suppose they can also sack it, but... another Elvish Reclaimer, sure. Ancient Tomb. They opted to do that over just making Saga tokens, eh? Alright, over to us. Saga ticks up. So play another Ancient Tomb. I can't actually play Paradox Engine. I'm short of being able to play that. I can play Mystic Forge, though. Is that better? Okay, so they have the ability to use Elvish Reclaimer right now, but then they have to get rid of Ancient Tomb to do it. It's probably correct to just keep making tokens, which means I want to cast Manifold Key, I guess. Alright, play Manifold Key. Go to combat. Swing. Blocks. Blocks. Oh, they can sack at instant speed, and then these become 3/4s. Yeah, I think it's still correct to attack even into that. It gets rid of one of them. So yeah, then they sack. Taking so much damage off these Ancient Tombs as well. The Sphere of Resistance is putting in some work. Like, literally, how stupid is this? This whole game is just the Urza Saga battle. Who's gonna have more Urza Sagas? Blast Zone. So they can Blast Zone 1, kill our Manifold keys off. Alright, sure. So, trade with one of these, then over to them. Trigger, are they going to make a guy? No, they're tapping it for mana. Alright, we have to do this now, in case they grab Pithing Needle. So, what is Urza Saga tutor for? Another Mox Diamond, discarding Tranquil Thicket. Activates Blast Zone, which kills their Elvish Reclaimer as well. Okay. Urza Saga goes to 3. Am I floating? I think I am floating. And just playing Mystic Forge. What am I tutoring for? Opal? If I tutor Opal, then I still have enough to play Mystic Forge, although I'm taking so much damage by doing that. I would go to 6 and then only be able to tap my lands a little bit more. Can I win with... I may be able to win with just what I have on board. All right, let's make a construct. So tutor up Opal, and then Ancient Tomb, play Mystic Forge. Top card's another Opal, sure. Oh, I can't even cast it, right? Yeah, go to combat, swing. I guess I don't want to draw it, right? Although the amount of mana I can generate is severely limited right now because of all these Ancient Tombs. So basically, they have to answer 2 5/5s, and they're being reduced with the amount of mana they can generate. So they can cast one spell that costs 1. All right, we win. So lands, probably these guys. Definitely Needle, Void. So there's Loam Loops, and we do lose if they loop Wasteland. I guess what's not relevant? Mostly Defense Grid. It's only basically relevant against Force of Vigor, and they can just hard cast it later anyway. It makes like crop rotations have to be main phased. It's not a big deal. So Defense Grid out. I don't think I'm supposed to bring in Leyline here. I think I'm only supposed to bring in Leyline for like the hardcore Reanimator matchups and whatnot. Spatial Contortion is only good against Reclaimer and only before it grows. So I don't want that. So let's bring in all the Argenums, I guess. Or maybe Spatial Contortion is good. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Let's run this. Okay, we're on the draw this time. We have only Opal, so that's a mull. Ancient Tomb, double key, and then we're 1 short of being able to do anything. Also, if we get Wastelanded, we lose the game, so that's also a mull. I don't even have that many lands in the deck, right? 16 lands, so there's only 15 lands left in the deck, plus Opal Petal technically counts, I guess. LED can't actually tap for anything. Yeah, this is too risky. If I don't draw a land or another mana source, like, what's the math on it? 15 plus I'd be fine drawing Petal or Opal, so 23 shots at hitting over 2 turns. So 1 and 2 twice. That's not good. I don't think that's good enough, but going to 5 is so bad. What am I putting back in this hand? I guess I'm putting back LED, right? All right, screw it. I'm going to put back LED. Savannah plays Exploration, plays Wasteland. Well, we're dead. I guess I just wait until I can do something else. All right, wait a turn. Yeah, this deck hard loses to Wasteland by a lot. Forest, Ghost Quarter. We also lose to Ghost Quarter. Petal. All right, so Petal, Ancient Tomb, cast Basalt Monolith, then tap this, cast Voltaic Key, then untap this, then tap it again, cast another key, untap it again, then tap it again, then play this one, and tap this one, then play the ring. Trigger the ring. Oh, I needed to not tap that, didn't I? Well, I can draw into mana sources. Hey, look, a mana source. I guess I'm going to hold the Opal and not play it right now, in case they have a way to blow it up. Wait, no, I need to cast it now in case they play Sphere of Resistance. Yeah, never mind. Cast Opal. All right, over to them. So I assume Ancient Tomb's getting nuked. Yeah, Wasteland that. Urza Saga. No attacks from them, so they can slowly fetch Merit Lage. So the ring triggers. Would you Needle? So I can Needle this, and then they can't. Although this can fetch Haywire Might. All right, so draw with the ring. So is it better to untap Basalt Monolith, and then Basalt... Nah, it's got to be better to untap the ring, right? And then try to just find more mana. Because untapping Basalt Monolith, all that does is let me cast Pithing Needle this turn. All right, untap the ring. Ring, okay. Petal. So untap Basalt, sack the Petal, then tap Basalt, then cast Manifold Key. Then they can get 3 cards into their... They can get 3 lands into their graveyard for Elvish Reclaimer, right? And then they can have Reclaimer attack Karn. So if I untap Basalt and pick Karn, or I just untap a Basalt right now. Actually, no, untap Basalt right now, and then use Needle to Needle this. What's in my sideboard? I think I just play Needle. All right, Needle activates Elvish Reclaimer in response. No? Yeah? No, they're not going to? All right, I'll name Elvish Reclaimer. All right, untap Basalt Monolith. And then over to them. Okay, Urza Saga goes to 2. Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. Eating Lotus Petal. Draws a card. Plays Thespian Stage. They can't activate this, though. So I do have to be wary of them making a construct and then fetching Haywire Might. Okay, so go to 16 from Elvish Reclaimer. Ring trigger. Ancient Tomb. All right, tap for the ring. Draw a whole bunch of cards. Can I get our Paradox Engine in play? Yes, I can. So I go mana, untap. All right, we're going to win now. It's just going to take a bit. Tap this, untap this, then tap this, untap this. I guess if the card in their hand is like exactly Boseiju, they could stop us. Tap this, play Paradox Engine. All right. Crystal Vein, cast Mystic Forge, trigger Paradox Engine. All right, we win. On to round number 3. So the secret to Paradox Engine is you don't actually ever get to have fun untapping stuff with it because your opponent will just concede the moment you cast it. This is exactly the kind of stupid stuff I enjoy playing, though. At least on a lark. It's like that for Splinter Twin as well. As soon as you cast it, your opponent scoops. Yep. But to be fair, the Twin just immediately wins, as opposed to Paradox Engine, which has to go through a bunch of stuff. Yeah, this hand looks great, right? Turn 1 Mystic Forge, or just go Ancient Tomb into Defense Grid, then... Yeah, well, I'm going to keep the hand. I can play Saga and then just make tokens, or I can go Ancient Tomb, Defense Grid, and then next turn Saga, Grim Monolith, Mystic Forge. Funny you seem to love colorless shenanigans or 4+ color stuff. I enjoy big Timmy plays, decks that have a lot of decisions to make, decks that play out differently each time, decks that have multiple pathways to victory, decks that can come back from a losing position. Right, Ancient Tomb, Defense Grid, play Petal, and then pass to them. All right, what am I playing against? Tropical Island, Careful Study. All right, Dredge it is. Hogaak it is. Prized Amalgam, Bloodghast. All right then, Saga, cast Grim Monolith, and then tap this and this to cast Mystic Forge. The ring is on top. That seems pretty good too, so let's pass back to them. Careful Study again. Discard Hogaak Amalgam. Land trigger Bloodghast. Triggers the Amalgams. So then the Amalgams come back. Reanimate Hogaak. Okay. End step. All the Amalgams trigger. All right, well, the ring's going to be good for that. Ring. Saga goes up to 2. Cast LED. Play City of Traders off the top. Oh, I can't. It's only artifacts and colorless spells. Okay. Yeah, so we got to combo kill them. So City of Traders. Play the ring. Trigger the ring. Draw. Paradox Engine's on top, but I can't play it. Oh, no, I can with LED. So 3, 4, 5, exactly. So sack this, cast this, Paradox Engine, activate Mystic Forge, top card's a land. All right, back to them. So we're ring fogged for the turn. Blue-green Once Upon a Time, Orcish Bowmasters, Dryad Arbor, ring trigger, draw Crystal Vein, Saga trigger. I can't afford to make a construct here. I just need as much mana as possible. So float. It's a shame we can't cast this in response to this, but whatever. So Urza Saga, tutor. I probably want to grab a key, right? So key, top card of City of Traders, ring draw. So I don't actually have a Mana Rock in play, right? So cast Voltaic Key, trigger the Paradox Engine, untap everything. All right, there's Grim Monolith. So now we're going to go ham. Ring, draw, mana, cast Grim Monolith, untap everything, float, draw more cards with the ring, a second Paradox Engine. Holy crap. All right, Grim Monolith. I guess I untap this, mana, untap this, mana, Grim Monolith, untap everything, bunch of mana, untap, untap this one, mana. Let's play Emrakul. Surprised they're not just scooping to that, but okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, all the ley lines in. If they have their own ley lines or whatnot, I do need the Argenum Masticores to kill them, or not ley lines. If they have their own, if they have Null Rod, then I need these. Defense Grid probably is irrelevant, and that means I cut one other card. I don't need Emrakul to win. I can cut that. Oh, wait, I have to cut 2 more cards? Oh, I thought I was only 1 short. So Emrakul and one of the LEDs can go. Submit. Vein Petal can't actually do anything with the hand, though. All right, Mull. Although, I guess it's turn 1 Karn, but then we have no mana. Yeah, Mull that. Okay, way better. So keep this, and what am I chucking? I'm inclined to say the second ley line. Yeah, put one this back. Done. Reveal the ley line. Once Upon a Time. Dryad Arbor. Grief Us. Well, that's bad, because now they just take Grim Monolith. exiling Hogaak. It's not too bad. We do still have mana and the keys, so plays Dried Arbor. All right, Ancient Tomb, tap, play key, play key. If they want to Grief a Lotus Petal out of our hand, I guess that's fine. Nah, let's cast it. All right, over to them. I was thinking if I want to use it to trigger Paradox Engine later, but I'm nowhere close to that. Ooh, Wasteland. All right, there goes Ancient Tomb. So Dryad Arbor attacks us. Attacks us. All right, City of Traders, Grim Monolith. And now we wait. Now we wait to draw something. Attacks us with Dryad Arbor. They just don't have any other lands. There's the Paradox Engine. So mana, mana. Untap this. Tap this. Untap this. Cast Paradox Engine. All right, Fizzle, go to you. Waiting on a Mystic Forge, Ring, or Karn. Island. Attacks us with Dryad Arbor. We go to 15. Urza's Saga, which I can play and lose the City of Traders, but it's action at least. All right, Urza's Saga. Trigger. City of Traders goes away, but at least I have an Urza's Saga. So back to them. Underground Sea. Orcish Bowmasters. All right. Attack us with the Dryad Arbor. Urza's Saga, tick up. Okay. We have another Grim Monolith. So tap Grim Monolith, cast the second Grim Monolith. Actually, cancel this. No, yeah, that's fine. Cast the second Grim Monolith. Paradox Engine untaps stuff. Always yields a Paradox Engine. And then this hits the board, and then we're just going to make a Construct token. So over to them. Blue, black, green, Amalgam. Very well. Not attacking indeed makes sense. So we have to this, untap this, make a Construct, 7/7, upkeep, or main phase trigger, and then we go mana, make a Construct. Then the Saga tutors for Manifold Key already makes my guy unblockable. So I could just grab another key though. Yeah, let's just grab another Manifold Key. So Manifold Key, then use this to untap this. Mana, and untap this. Play Crystal Vein, make this unblockable. Combat, swing with a 9/9 that's unblockable. All right, over to them. Once Upon a Time. All right, we won. Round 4. Literally drew absolutely no spells that actually did anything that game. Had Urza's Saga. All right, we're on the plate for round 4. Turn 1. What am I doing? This hand's pretty far away from actually doing anything, although it has 2 defense grids, which depends on what matchup we're in against. I can do better than this, Molt. Well, this is similarly bad. It at least has payoffs, but again, we can't keep just City of Traders, no other mana source. So Molt, double Paradox Engine. All right, well, I'm going to keep and put back one of the 2 Paradox Engines and a Crystal Vein, and then we're just going to run out Saga on turn 1. All right, Urza's Saga, trigger, cast Opal, over to them. Flooded Strand, grabbing Volcanic, Ponder, so Delver or Control. All right, now we just get to stupidly make Constructs every turn, so pass back to them. Prismatic Vista. All right, so not Delver, in all likelihood. Make a Construct. Main phase, Ring. Now just keep making another Construct. Opponent fetches. What would you possibly need to respond to this with? Just get to Plains. All right. We already have an Opal, so if I grab Petal, I can cast the Ring this turn, although probably it's not going to get through that. So I think it's better to just grab Manifold Key. All right, grab Manifold Key, and then play this Manifold Key. No, cancel. Play a land, play this Manifold Key, go to combat, swing, dress down. All right, I guess try for the Ring next turn. Scalding Tarn, fetch, Tundra. We're getting Aerolingust or Teferi. Bounce Manifold Key, sure. So now Opal's offline. If they have Force of Will, we're dead, right? City of Traders. All right, resolving the Ring's the best thing here. So tap, play key, and then 2, this one, cast the Ring. Do you have Force of Will or Negation? Yep, they do. Force of Will, exiling Lorien revealed. All right, over to them. Brainstorm, Island. They didn't even tick their Teferi up. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Float, Players of Saga, trigger, cast Paradox Engine. That resolves. Over to them. Brainstorm, 4 mana. Aerlingus. Yep, there's Aerlingus. Take 4, go to 10. Then they become the Monarch, which we can't steal back right now. All right. Ooh, the Ring. Ring is so good. If it resolves, which I don't know that it will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I technically take less damage if I pop this. All right, pop this. Tap, tap, Ring. Oh, come on. Another Force of Will. All right. Over to them. We have 1 draw to get out of this. Or not if they're just Aerolingusing again. All right, we're going to 2, and then we only have 2 mana to tap with. I guess technically more if we grab something off of... All right, what do we draw? That's not going to do anything. I don't know if they're going to bring in Null Rod or whatnot, so these... Defense Grid is actually good in this matchup, though. LED can probably get cut. Yeah, let's cut that. All right, submit. So it turns out Defense Grid quite good here. So we are going to prioritize Defense Grid a lot more. On the play, we do have a Defense Grid, but we don't have the mana to do anything. So Molt. Boy, do we not have the mana to do anything. If I can pop Crystal Vein and play Grim Monolith, and then what? Yeah, Molt. Okay, what am I putting back? Keep Defense Grid, keep Opal. So I want to keep Assault and the Key. I want to keep Opal Defense Grid Ring, but I have to put 2 cards back. I can City of Traders and play a turn 1 Defense Grid and also Opal, and then next turn play Manifold Key and maybe something else. I don't know. I can't lose the ring. So Crystal Vein. Oh, this is so hard. Okay, ring is mandatory. Have to keep that. Have to keep Defense Grid. Have to keep City of Traders. So City of Traders, Defense Grid, and then... Or maybe I just go Crystal Vein, then next turn Defense Grid. This is so rough. I don't necessarily have to play Defense Grid on turn 1, but it's probably helpful. It's like losing the City of Traders is the problem. So what's the best move? City of Traders, play Defense Grid. Then next turn, float the mana, play Crystal Vein. City of Traders dies, play Basalt Monolith. Then the next turn, Basalt Crystal Ring. Or alternatively, I can hope to just draw into more mana. I can shave Basalt and Opal and just keep Manifold Key. All right, let's put this away and this away. Done. All right, Crystal Vein, Manifold Key. Flooded Strand. What, are they going to force a Vigor or the Manifold Key? Why are they stopping on our upkeep? All right, they finally let us go. There's Voltaic Key, so let's go City, play Defense Grid, Force of Negation, pitching Dress Down. Okay, well, play Voltaic Key, and then over to them. Was that really such a big decision to make that it took that long? Volcanic Island, Lorien Revealed, grabs a Tundra. Well, we have to try to resolve this, so float, Crystal Vein, trigger, play the ring, Brainstorm. All right, it resolves. Draw. Why is it holding priority on everything I do? All right, a second ring in case the first one fizzles out. Over to them. I could have popped Crystal Vein to have 1 more mana open to activate the ring again, but I figured, like, if it resolves, it's probably good. Opponent Vista. I guess they could have 3 Fairy and bounce it, right? Narset. Well, that's even worse, because now I can't even draw except on their turn. All right, Grim Monolith. All right, play Grim Monolith. What'd they get with it? Brainstorm. I do technically get to draw 1 card a turn with this ring, if I do it on their turn. Ponder. Stony Silence. Activate the ring. Drew Opal. Yeah. All right, we're dead. We have to get to 5 mana and have Argena Masticore, and they got Meltdown, and they can't counter it. All right, Ancient Tomb, go. I guess I can technically play another ring so I don't keep taking damage from this ring. That might be fine. Brainstorm. Yeah, I should just play this other ring. Mystic Forge. Well, now I don't have the chance to do that. Play Mystic Forge. Top card, City of Traders. All right, go. They can also just Meltdown for 4, kill everything. Yeah, I would do that if I were them. Then I lose Mystic Forge. Meltdown. All right, there goes everything. All right, play a new ring. Keep the new ring, and then back over to them. Island. Ponder. So what does this deck do about Null Rod effects? You have Argena Masticore and Karn. So I have to draw 1 of those 6 cards, and it can't be countered. Another Narset. Force of Will in hand. Never mind. It's going to get countered. Defense Grid. All right, let's play Defense Grid, and let's see it get countered by Force of Will. Force of Will, pitching another Force of Will. Sure. Plays another land. All right, that's an Aerolingus. There's no reason to tap for that much unless it's Aerolingus. All right, yeah, we're dead. Game over. Round 5. We are on the draw. This hand has no mana except Lotus Petal, so that's a mull. What does this hand do? City of Traders, Grim Monolith, Basalt Monolith, Key, untap. It's pretty good. I'll put back 1 Defense Grid. Like, this right here is 8, 10. Horizon Canopy. Exploration. All right, lands again. Urza Saga. And we're going to lose to the Urza Saga, aren't we? City of Traders, Grim Monolith, tap. Basalt Monolith, tap. Manifold Key, untap this one, tap. Key, Defense Grid, untap. Grim Monolith. Over to them. How much mana do I have on my turn? A lot. 2, 5, 7, 9. I have to untap Basalt Monolith. Oh, Blast Zone. Come on. Seriously? And Wasteland. It's always so frustrating when it's like, this has got to be like a one of in their deck, and they just have it in this circumstance. Also the Wasteland to kill City of Traders. Yeah, they're just going to pop that immediately. All our keys die. At least their exploration dies. I can play land, float this, untap Basalt Monolith, and then I just have Crystal Vein in play, which also gets Wastelanded. I guess I'm doing that. Float, Crystal Vein, trigger, untap this. Over to them. Urza Saga, are they making a construct or floating mana? Floating mana, that's even worse. Crop Rotation, Verdant Catacombs, okay. Fetch, Taiga, Pithing Needle, okay. The Ring. Yeah, oh, and Gamble. So they can gamble for Loam, and then they have the Loam lock. They discarded Gamble. Wasteland our land. Urza's Saga. So let's play it, and then let's see them Loam lock us. It's Loam, right? They're going to Loam back Wasteland. Loam all the things back. Oh, they're not playing Wasteland? They got to have Exploration, right? Yep, of course they do. All right, we have no more lands for the rest of the game. Well, no reason to play that. They just Wasteland it. So they can even get back Blast Zone and tick it up to get rid of our monoliths. Insane. Oh, they have Beseiju too? We're dead. They dredged into Beseiju. Incredible. All right, let's not even bother. There's absolutely no way we're winning. What's our next draw? Mystic Forge. They can even keep us off of that, even if we hit it. All right. Needle. I guess I have to bring in Leyline of the Void. It's just like, how do you attack them? You have to stop them from Loam looping, but even if you do, they can still kill you with Saga and Merit Lage. So are you supposed to bring in Leyline of the Void? Like, it seems terrible. I guess we're cutting all the defense grids, and we got to bring in Argenum in case they play Null Rod, which leaves us room for one Leyline, sure. On the play, what do we have? Can't keep this, small. So this is turn 2 ring if they don't have Wasteland. So I'm going to keep, and I'm going to throw LED away. So done. Ancient Tomb, tap, play Manifold Key. I guess they might be on the Sphere of Resistance version, so let's cast Lotus Petal. Doing that exposes it to Force of Vigor, but whatever. I don't think they're going to force a Petal and a key. Grove of the Burn Willows. Exploration. All right, no Wasteland. Map. All right, it's a coming. Karn? Oh, that's so interesting. Hang on. So City of Traders. I Karn, they can't map anymore. If they were counting on map to get Wasteland, then it doesn't work. Although the ring just draws us a bajillion cards, right? I Karn, they can't activate their map anymore, and then I just Karn for Liquid Metal Coating and start eating their lands. Right? Yeah. Tap, tap, Karn. I just want to deny them the ability to get whatever it is that they were going to get, because clearly this was part of their plan. Minus, usability, grab, Liquid Metal Coating. Over to them. Bajuka Bog, okay. Merit Lage. Collector Oof. Oh, come on. So I can play Masticore. I can also... Can't Ballista, because I can't activate it. So I have to just play Masticore, which means, what am I Karning for, if anything? Potentially nothing this turn. All right, float, city, trigger, cast Argenum Masticore. Actually, I could grab a different 2-drop so that I can pitch to kill this and then still have Liquid Metal Coating. All right, I'm going to do that. Use the ability, and then let's grab Defense Grid, and over to them. Wasteland. Wasteland's Ancient Tomb. Life from the Loam, get back the stuff. And Wasteland, and then Wasteland us again. Awesome. Can't play lands for the rest of the game. I guess I can play like a Soul Land once. Trigger, discard, Defense Grid, blow up Oof. Drew Leyline of the Void. Alright, plus on nothing. I guess I'm attacking them. Swing. Dredges Loam. They dredged Thespian Stage. God damn it. I can't believe this. Now they go Stage Thing, Dark Depths, we lose. Just like always the exact thing they need at every point. And we have no mana, so I can't even... Okay, we have to draw exactly a Soul Land so I can Karn for Bridge, I guess. I guess I'm going to discard this Leyline and then trigger Blow Up Exploration. All right, what do we draw? Petal. 1 turn too late. 2 and 3 with Mystic Forge combo. The deck's obviously very high variance. You need certain cards and certain combinations, usually in your opening hand. You can get killed by Force of Will. Of course, you die to all the artifact-related stuff as well, like Null Rod and whatnot. And you lose to Wasteland in a lot of cases. So, fun when it works, miserable when it doesn't.